Welcome to the April 28th Planning and Zoning Commission regular meeting. Tonight's agenda item, first agenda item will be roll call and disclosure of conflict of interest, ex parte communication, and site visit. Aislinn, can you start the roll call, please?
Crystal Chanda.
Here.
Do you have anything to disclose tonight?
Oh, yep, I sure do. I'm presenting on one of the agenda items and I'll recuse myself from that.
Jill Kirkham.
Here, I have nothing to disclose.
Jack Moore.
My name's Jack Moore, and I did a site visit to agenda item number 3, and I have nothing else to report.
Rich Phillips.
Here, I have nothing else to disclose, and I was able to make a site visit to agenda item number 3.
Great. Q. Brew.
Here, I made a site visit to agenda item number 3, and I have nothing else to disclose.
Kaylee White.
I have nothing to disclose for tonight's meeting.
And Samantha Stoddard is excused this evening.
Moving on to agenda item 2, approval of the minutes. If the commission could look over the minutes and make a motion.
I'd like to make a motion
For
passing the minutes,
for
approving the
approval.
minutes.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Aislinn, could you call for the vote, please?
Brew.
Yes.
Chanda.
Yes.
Kirkham.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Motion carries.
And on to agenda item 3 with the preliminary plat, the Williams View subdivision. Michael Williams, represented by A&E Engineering, has submitted a preliminary plat application to subdivide approximately 3.87 acres, more or less, into 5 single-family lots and 1 undisturbed lot. The proposed subdivision is located west of Wildlife Ridge Estates, Division 1. If we could hear from the applicant at this time.
Thank you, guys. So as you can see here, the Williams View subdivision is located on North Barton Road, just west of Wildlife Ridge Estates. The area here is zoned residential medium density single family. The total subdivision is 3.87 acres. It will be divided into 6 lots. Only 5 of these lots will be buildable. The owner is hoping to acquire land to the west and eventually will complete a short plat at that time to make lot number 1 buildable. So you can see that the site is quite busy. There is a 10-foot utility easement for a natural gas line. The easement made arranging the lots a little challenging, but we were able to do so so that homes and improvements can be made outside of that easement. We also have contacted the gas company already just to talk about what the next steps will be as far as construction and things like that. In addition, there is a utility easement for a power line along the east side of the property. While the power poles do not interfere with the proposed roads or utilities, there is one guy wire right here that we were not able to work around. Idaho Power has been contacted. They've been provided our preliminary plans, and an application was made, and they have agreed to move the wire. Our plat will require 2 additional easements. The first easement will be for access and utilities, which is obviously on the private drive. And then also all of the homeowners will need to have a drainage easement that will be within the 20-foot, a drainage easement that will be within the setbacks. And that way we can make sure that the drainage that leaves the lot is minimized to the adjacent lots. So the subdivision is in an area with really crazy slopes. A slope analysis was completed to assure that the required amount of land was set aside to not be disturbed. 1.6 acres must not be disturbed, and this blue will be the undisturbed area, which equals 1.72 acres. As you can see, we tried to leave those steeper slopes as the area that will be undeveloped. In addition, we have a preliminary utility plan. All the lots will be served by private water and sewer. The sewer lines will connect in Barton Road. There will be a meter bank on Barton Road, so the city will have easy access to it. There will be a fire hydrant located just to the north side of Lot 4. This puts all the houses in the required radius of the fire hydrant. There is 800 linear feet of sewer with 3 new manholes. The final rim elevations will be determined during the final design when we grade the road. At the existing elevations, the manhole 3 would be, we wouldn't be able to put in it and meet proper depth and proper slope. So we're gonna hopefully do this and balance the cut and fills. A few things that we will address is we will change the approach so it comes up Barton Road at a 90-degree angle, and we'll assure that that is 30 feet wide. And then it's a little bit challenging to see. The darker lines here show where curb, gutter, and sidewalk will be added along Barton Road to match what is already in the subdivision above. Do you guys have any questions?
I mean, we have the attachment from Intermountain Gas. I think it's pretty impressive that we are able to build around a pipeline such as that.
I think if you think about it, on your way here, you drove over so many pipelines. They actually like water, sewer, gas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All in the roads, because that's the easiest place to fix if there's an issue.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just amazing to me how we make that all work. I think that's very well put together. Any questions for the applicant from the commission? Okay, we could hear from staff at this time.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Commission members. Matthew Lewis, Senior Planner for the city. Crystal gave a really good presentation as far as just overall proposal before you. Staff really doesn't have much else to add beyond that, other than, as noted, Lot 1 is an unbuildable lot. There will be a note placed on the plat if needed for slope development requirements, and a short plat replatting the non-buildable portion with additional land will be required if and when such occurs in the future. And that condition is reflected in the Public Works Memorandum under General Conditions number 16. All lots are well above the minimum's 5,000 square foot required under this zoning district. Staff finds that the proposal is compliant with all applicable standards of City Code 1620.050 with the conditions. There's 8 conditions that staff is recommending. Other than the already aforementioned Intermountain Gas easement and the documents that were sent by them. Idaho Fish and Game also provided a response back, and that's reflected in number 4 of staff conditions, which is similar to the one that we just had with South Vista, South Point Vistas, and also Trail Creek Estates. That concludes my presentation.
I'm assuming the applicant has been made aware of the letter from Fish and Game, is that correct?
Yes.
And do you see any issues with the letter from Fish and Game at all?
No, the applicant actually was partners and part owner of the property where Wildlife Ridge Estates is currently located, so he's very familiar with all the requirements that will be required in this area.
Okay, great. Shin, did you have a question?
Yes, I have a question with regards to, so our applicant basically says that the first lot is, nothing's going to be built in the first lot, but there are plans to purchase lots to, I guess, to potentially build in the future. Now, the question I have is, and this is more for the staff, is there any visibility concerns with ongoing traffic? Because I know we've been, I think previous applicants did mention that there is, there's a steep curve and there's visibility issues, so I'm just wondering, traffic issues. I'm wondering if there's any concerns that the staff notices with regards to, or any kind of, I guess, conditions that will ensure that there's visibility for both ongoing traffic as cars exit and enter.
Well, Merrill's unable to attend tonight, so I'll try my best, but Crystal already mentioned that at the intersection of the drive and Barton Road will be in a manner so that it's kind of at a 90-degree and at a 30-foot wide, which is our minimum for like an approach. And the other good thing is that you only have 5 lots on there, so the traffic's going to be minimal there. So I think with those 2 items, there's no concern on staff's part.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions? Okay, with no further questions, I would move to entertain, well, I would not move. I would like to entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion. I'd like to make a motion to approve the application. I'd like to make a motion to recommend approval of the preliminary plat application from Michael Williams for Williams View subdivision, finding the application does meet the standard for approval under Chapter 16.20.050 of Pocatello Municipal Code, finding that all the staff recommendations are adhered to and signed off by the chair.
And I will second that motion. I will second the motion.
Aislinn, can you call for a vote, please?
Root,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Kirkham,
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, with no other agenda items to be discussed at this meeting, please let the time for the meeting end be noted as 6:43 p.m. And thank you all for attending.